Amontes'TV. Welcome to my world, Amontes'TV. Welcome to my world, Amontes'TV. Amontes'TV.
Yeah, it's your boy Urban Hot, aka Urban Philosopher, aka Amontes'TV. And thank you for coming. Look, today is my America is Tripping Part 1. And only reason why I'm gonna start having these kind of episodes because I want to just keep it real, on exactly how I'm feeling about certain things, and sometimes in order for you to heal in any kind of form, mentally, physically, it has to be through, letting it go, as honestly as you can, And like saying, I ain't into really stepping on no toes, but at the same time, I just like to be honest. But anyway, I was, me and my wife was watching this crime show. It was based on old crimes, and I'm not gonna really get into the names of the people. I'm just gonna give you, what the scenario was, and those who know probably know. If you don't, think about it. But it's still the point I'm trying to make. That's the only thing I'm trying to succeed in doing right here. So anyway, this family, daddy, son, and daughter was at a casino, right? And daddy was gambling. So the daddy tells the son, watch out for your sister, because he's in there playing games, So the son ended up, I guess, doing his own thing and left the little girl unattended. And so she had befriended this white boy about 16 years old, and they was in there playing whatever, boom. And he had, she had ran to the bathroom, he in the girl's bathroom, he go in there and, end up sexually assaulting her and killing her, folding her body and putting it in the toilet. Now, this story, like I said, is old, and we ought to know that that's crazy crime, whatever the situation was. But my thing is his friend that was with him. See, he had a friend that actually came in the bathroom also, and according to him, when he went in there, the little girl and the white guy that was 16, the little girl was like 11 years old, they was throwing paper towels at each other. I guess they were funny. And then he said, all of a sudden, the boy had snapped on the little girl, whatever, and basically he had his hands over her mouth, picked up and took her in the stall, whatever, right? The friend said he looked at him, gave him a look, let him know, like, look, man, he don't approve of this, or you shouldn't be doing this. But he never once said, man, stop, man, what you doing, whatever the situation was. So he seen, him grab that whatever and looked at him, and didn't get the response he wanted. He leave. 30 minutes later, the guy come to him, let him know he ended up killing the little girl. Now, my whole beef with the situation was that, when it came time, to get some justice for the situation, they liked, the guy that did it, but the boy that, left the situation, they let him, be. And they were like, because, his morals, him not having good morals in that particular situation don't makes him a criminal, or it's not a crime. It might be, they were saying it might not be right, but it's not a crime. So I started thinking back, okay, so you telling me he could sit there and watch a 16-year-old, boy that was his same age, right, snatch up an 11-year-old girl in the girl's bathroom, leave the situation, knowing that this man already grabbed her mouth and all that already. He just said it, so he leaves the situation, right? And then 30 minutes found out that he ended up killing that little girl. So his when people was talking to him, he was more like, so nonchalant, like, it wasn't his business more than like, so they took and, put him in front of a group of college students where he was going to college at, and they all was asking him questions, because they didn't even want him at the school. now. Like, and because they were so disgusted the fact that he just, even, because they didn't find out that what happened, to the girl, maybe like a few days after when they seen, it was on video. The video was all everywhere, and people from his town or school knew who he was, so they reported whatever. And he ended up being locked up. But my point is this: like when I was incarcerated, you had brothers in there that was in there for conspiracy. Didn't shoot nobody, didn't kill nobody. They might have drove the person there. Like, so you you driving your friend, like, yo man, I'm gonna stop by Shorty girl house, okay, so you in the car, you go to the girl. Now you don't know, that his plan is to kill that girl or rob the mama or whatever situation. You don't know this, man. But you can give a young man conspiracy, 25 years for conspiracy, give him even more time than the guy that actually did the crime. And you gonna let this man go, and he knew. I mean, he didn't know he was gonna kill him, but he seen the man already was physical with a little girl that's 11 years old. You know what I mean? And he left her in there with him. That was the same, man. But you would give a person 25 years for conspiracy for driving the car. What you trying to call the getaway car. See, my thing is, if what that man did by watching wasn't some sort of conspiracy, then, I mean, there's a lot of people you need to be letting home. There's a lot of people that need to be getting out that, because my thing is the way they was trying to paint the picture, even though he was there to a certain extent, he's still not responsible for what happened to that little girl. And I agree, but that's the same thing I said to the driver who drove the car. He might have drove the car, but he ain't do no killing. He ain't do no robbing. You know what I mean? So how's that fair? And it only goes back to, unfortunately, racism. You know what I mean? Because a black kid will get, like I said, conspiracy for driving a car, or you would lock up a whole neighborhood, call it the RICO Act, a whole neighborhood, mamas, aunts, next door neighbors, because you trying to get somebody so bad, but you'll let a person that basically, seen a older 16-year-old mishandling a little girl, and you get this black guy conspiracy, 25 years, nothing for watching somebody mishandle a little girl, 25 years conspiracy. Hey, man. Anyway, it's your boy, Irva Hot. I want to thank y'all for listening. This is part 1 of America's Tripping, and there will be more to come. Peace.